course, Linda will be talking to Kipchumba Murkomen on that latest development on the ICC trials. But remember, a number of members of parliament have been at The Hague to follow those proceedings. And of course, after the case was adjourned until next week, they are still there at The Hague. And our crew is still at The Hague to just bring you the latest on what has been happening. So let me just tell you that let's take a look at what the MPs have been up to with KTN's Rita Tinina. Over to you, Rita.
A very good evening to you from The Hague, where we have enjoyed some good weather throughout the day. But not everyone is enjoying their stay here. Some members of parliament who had accompanied Deputy President William Ruto during the opening of the trial against him at the International Criminal Court are still here in The Hague, even after the trial was adjourned. The MPs say they cannot find flights back to Nairobi. We caught up with some of the MPs earlier on in the day.
We will adjourn and reconvene on Tuesday at 9:30.
The decision by Trial Chamber 5A to adjourn the trial against Deputy President William Ruto and his co-accused radio journalist Joshua Arap Sang due to a delay in the arrival of witnesses allowed Ruto to leave the Netherlands and return back home. But for some members of parliament who had travelled to The Hague in support of the deputy president, the adjournment has thrown their schedules into disarray. We caught up with some of the MPs outside their hotel in The Hague.
We are not lost. We are just waiting for the flight.
The MPs are among the first batch of legislators who travelled to The Hague. Some were scheduled to travel back to Nairobi on Sunday, others on Monday. The adjournment has left them contemplating their next move, with most flights to Nairobi unavailable on short notice.
If we had flights, most of us could have left yesterday.
And I had tried to fight back and find how I can go back as early as possible. Unfortunately, the earliest I will leave is on Saturday.
We are here not by will or by wanting to remain behind, but because of the inconvenience.
Maybe it emphasizes that for the Kenyans, when they were asking for the case to be had near home, was not a selfish move, but it was a move for convenience of everybody.
With no court sessions to attend, the MPs have some free time on their hands, time they say they would rather spend back home.
To serve our people, to serve our country, and not to come and spend time here at The Hague.
The leaders missed an induction course for members of parliament back home, but they insist the Hague mission was equally important and are blaming the ICC prosecutor over the latest turn of events.
A whole prosecution can be so disorganized that waiting, and giving dates for the commencements of the trial to go on, then we get here, then all of a sudden we are told we had to adjourn.
Even as the MPs try to get flights out of the Netherlands back home, another group of MPs will be getting ready to travel to The Hague next week. And we are keeping it here in The Hague, and we will be updating you on the Kenyan case before the International Criminal Court. From The Hague, I am Rita Tinina. Back to you in studio.